I got the bass just playing through there. All right. I want to do this. All. And we're good. Good. All right. Almost ready. There we go. All right. We're good. What's up? What's up, Mitty? Hey, real quick, post something. I was writing. See what you thought about it. I'll check it out here in a minute. All right. Just listen to what we have so far. Oh yeah, we gotta come up with something. Oh, yeah, we didn't get the bass up to that part yet. I did forget about that. TikTok. Billy Nolan, what's up over on TikTok? Thank you. Yeah, I don't. Well, oh, by the way, so you guys, good news. When I get back from my work trip, yo, Tio, what's good? Metalhead, what's good? Live at the top, Sweden. Oh, so you're. Oh, that's right. You are from Sweden. This guy, if anyone in this chat should know their metal, it's got to be literally the guy whose name is Metalhead. But him, you know, Sweden. If you guys don't know, I mean, Sweden is literally just known for, especially death metal. Swedish death metal for sure. Wait, are you from Sweden? I didn't think you were. I thought you were from. Huh. I'm lagging out. Shoot. I think it's because I have this here. I'll close out the TikTok one and I'll leave a thing for TikTok people that join and let them know that I'll let the TikTok people know that if they want to be able to join, that they need to come over to YouTube. Come to YouTube to live. Come to YouTube if you like to chat. Come to YouTube if you like to chat. Boom. In that way, right? Like, doesn't matter. The thing. All right, so what's going on, you guys? We got some new people in here. What's up? Long story short, with this song, we started. Oh no, it's looking so bad. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're gonna be good because I'm gonna cut out the Google Chrome tab. It only does that when the Google Chrome tab's open. So we should be good. It's closed now. I'm streaming on 3 different platforms on a laptop. I just want you guys to understand that. It's hard for this thing to be able to handle it, but that was part of what I was going to say. So 2 things before we hop in here. First off, if you're new here, welcome. What we do, write a song live with the chat on the spot with the chat's help. This song is, I would say, probably about 75% of the way done. We started adding some bass yesterday. We do have this little transition section right here. You see that little empty spot? We're going to do something there, and I want to come up with an ending, something heavy, and 2, damn it, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you. Or you'll get pegged by Diddy. Yo, MIDI. My Google Chromebook into a Windows laptop. That's crazy. Have you thought about just doing Linux? I kind of want to go over the guitar solo again, right? That part was so fun. Let's start it from the very beginning of it. So we gotta kind of find a way to come out from that section a little smoother. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. We need to find a way to come out from that section a little bit smoother, I think. I do hear something over on the Twitch side. Who do we got over on the Twitch side? Let's go check that out. Flap, what's good, dude? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, brother. Actually, I think it would have popped up in the center of the screen anyways. Doesn't matter. Oh, that was my second thing I was going to tell you guys. Before we go back over the solo, this is just real quick. So, you know, I've been talking about the PC disaster and everything. The new one's built, blah blah blah. While I'm out of town, the little desk that I ordered from Amazon will be coming, and then Thursday when I get back, it will be here, which means I got another fat paycheck that I got. So I'm going to buy the second monitor, and I'm going to have the PC up here. So I will officially be away from the laptop, which it's gonna be a stressful couple days getting that together. But it is stress that I would much rather have than doing this. That is for sure. Again, I hear something over on Twitch. Thank you very much. Wait for that to pop up. Let's go over this guitar solo again. David, thank you so much. You're too kind. You're too kind. All right, let's go ahead and hop on to guitar solo. If you are watching on Twitch, I do try and keep up. I'm on the laptop right now, so I don't have the dual screens to keep track of everybody. But if you are trying to, chat, hang out, all that good stuff, come over to the YouTube side. I'd hate to take you away from Twitch, but I won't be able to get to your questions as fast. But yeah, so that will change within the next few days. I'm going on a work trip, coming back Thursday, and then we're going to be ready to rock. And Wednesday, I will be streaming in the hotel room. So we're going to have a cool hotel room stream. I'm going to bring all my shit with me. So why don't we just go ahead? I know we got some new people in here right now. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys beginning of the song. This is what we've written the past 2 streams, or 2.5, I want to say, because the one was very short. So we're writing this song live, and we're going to go up to the solo, and then I'm going to shred for you guys, all right? We added some of that bass yesterday. The Swedish fish. So stupid. So we got to add bass right at that last part. And we do have one other section. So if you're interested to hear what other sections we have, right after that guitar solo, boom, we go straight back into the third verse. Yes, it would be the third and final verse, or technically it would be the second. Because that first part of the riff, we're not doing it. That's just the beginning of the song, and there's not going to be any vocals. So it's second verse, and then we go out from that, and we go into... That's the verse. Then we go transition into right here. straight up fucking. Dude, it just makes me wanna. Just makes me want to hold someone's skull in my hand. You know what I mean? No? That's cool. Mitty says, go touch grass. Mitty, honestly, I feel like if there's anybody here saying that should go touch grass, I'd hate to say it, but it's gotta be you. I can't even tell, dude, let me tell you something about touching grass, okay, dude? I can't even tell you how much fucking grass I touched today because I did my front yard, my backyard, my neighbor's front yard, my neighbor's backyard. We whacked the whole thing, and then I fucking went to Lowe's yesterday to get all the stuff for staining the fence, started getting all that shit together, and I'm like, oh no, that's right, I have to go to the fucking pool. And so I took my son to the pool. The UVs were like at 11 today where I'm from, and it was so fucking hot. I got kind of sunburned. You guys can't really tell with the lighting, but dude, I am like burned again. Your boy, so much grass has been touched today, Mitty. It's not even funny. So if there's anyone that doesn't need to touch grass today, it's me. I think you need to go touch the grass. Do a fuzzy bass sound. Okay. Actually, check this out. So it's not very common that a bassist will use a guitar pedal for a tone, but one of the exceptions for that is usually fuzz, and there are ways around it. Fuzz is a very unique guitar tone in its own right. And I do have this fuzz pedal here, and maybe what we could do is we could have a section of the song. I mean, you made the suggestion, so we could at least try it. I can plug this up and see what we can get. We'll use our IR from our cab simulator here, and then just use this as our power amp, or our preamp, I mean, for our tone. So, I mean, you know, we can see what we can do with that. But, yeah, I don't know exactly where we would do it. I don't know. There's so much I want to do after this, like, black metal-y section here. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. The slower part kind of sounds like Testament, truth be heard. Dude, I will take that all day long because I fuck with Testament. Honestly, I do. I fuck with Testament heavy, actually. There was one point where I realized how dope Testament actually is, and I started going through their discography, and I would say, like, their first two albums are really, really good if you're trying to get enthused about, like, listening to some old school thrash, but, you know, it just sort of changes a little bit as they go, but even some of their newer stuff is really good. Testament's dope. Night of the Witch is sick. Bro, Night of the Witch sounds insane. I love that. That is the type of shit. As you can tell, I named this song Ghost of an Entity. So, like, I love songs with titles like that. Warbringer, in my opinion, is, like, one of the best with that stuff. Like, they know how to make those, like, power metal sounding vocal. Ghost of a Witch. Hold on, let me type that in. What is it? It's Night of the Witch. That sounds very familiar, actually. Night of the why is some shit that MIDI boy listen to pop up? You see the Night of the Witch. Okay. So which album is this? Oh, this is. I don't think I've listened to this one. don't think I listened to this one, dude. Cause as far as here, look, I'll show you. Yeah, this was one that their remaster. I checked out some of the yeah. See, these are the remasters here. In my opinion, this one here, I know I have it saved. The Legacy, this one, uh, amazing. Best song on the album, hands down. What's it called? I can't remember. Is it Over the Wall? Is it the first song? All right, for 1 second, I'm gonna do this. So, copyright. Yep, that's it. It's Over the Wall. It's the first song on the album, and it's actually one of the best. Such a good one. And you know what's crazy is Testament was probably they were probably writing these songs before Metallica was doing their thing. You know, they were all doing this around the same time, but they just probably didn't record their stuff. So, you know, how weird would it be if Testament was like in Metallica's shoes? You know, Metallica did 82 or 83 when Metallica released that that album. I finished uploading a video of me touching grass. Brother. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. I just checked Twitch chat. I think we're good. I do believe that the TikTok chat closed out. Yeah, it did. When I closed that window, TikTok disappeared, which kind of sucks because there were some people watching on TikTok, but hey, now we know it doesn't work. Trying my best to listen to what you're saying. The way you're lagging is making it hard. Am I still lagging? I shouldn't be lagging anymore. Okay, I'll just keep it in Reaper. Here, let's look at this real quick. Yeah, I just don't understand because the processor, the CPU usage is only it's only going to like 50%. There's no reason it should be going crazy like that. I mean, maybe I don't know. Let's get back to the song though. Dude, that little break right there is so good. You know, it's one of those things you could almost end the song right there if you built it up just a little more, like kept getting more and more epic as you like progress it up. But I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I refuse to finish. I think what we do here is we come back to this section. So I think we bring back this riff after our like little black metal escapade, and we have some sort of like, and that like shoots us back in like some type of effect that, you know, sort of sounds like you're getting sucked through the wormhole, and then boom, you get boom to a build up that brings you in back to that riff. So it's sort of like a callback, you know. It's something that I like to do in making the songs. A lot of people will make the mistake when writing music. They will come up with a riff, then they'll go to this new riff, then a new one, then a new one, then a new one, and it just never ends, and you have nothing but riff salad, and you're just kind of stuck with riff salad the whole time. So I like to try and bring back new features, or when I do bring in a new riff, it's based off of the riff that we already have. It's vibing off of that. That reminds me. Hold on, real quick. I gotta set my alarm for work in the morning. I just got the group. I saw a group text message. Gotta set my alarm. I still gotta pack all this shit when I'm done. I started so late. I was so tired when we left the pool, man. I was checked out. So let's see what we could do. We need a build up of some sort. So. Maybe this is our bass section. Maybe this is where the song goes off so far that we need that bass to reassure us, to break it down, to bring everybody's head back in, to, bring you to a fresh section. So I'm almost thinking, you guys, we need to, wherever we go with this, I think we need to have the bass pick up the slack here. We need the bass to be the transition and start the build up. Okay, so why don't we try and do that? I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. I'm going to try. I can't make any promises. So let's go ahead and da-da-da-da. Now, should we go, like, it's going to build up. Should we do, like, some toms or something that are sort of like a... I don't know, some like, tom section or something? Christina, what's up? Good to have you. I had to make sure that didn't say like Christian or something. I might have read it wrong. So we're coming out. Like, I want the bass to kind of get groovy there. Like, let's switch up the pace a little bit. Let's get weird with it. Not too weird, but like enough to where it's like, whoa, where did this come from? You know? All right, let's get away from our guitar. Let's grab the bass and see if we can come up with like a nice little groovy bass section here or something. Not necessarily groovy, but make it to where it's something where those drums are gonna hit, like, make you go. You know? Hey, can you take this? Cheese has been lying in here. Crazy. Let's bass it up. Let's do it. Yeah. Yo, what's up, dude? American man, what's up, dude? Graba de bass. Grupa da bass. Grupa da bass. Grupa da bass. Something simple, but just makes you go, ooh, that was tasty. It was simply the best. On toasted. Sort of kick the drums in there, but like start building it up. Let's how do it. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm thinking. So, I know you haven't been here, so you probably don't know what the song sounds like. But we're basically at the end of the song, and I'm trying to. We're doing like a nice separation so we can create some space to lead us into the final part of the song. Get nice and heavy, end it on something kind of cool. And I'm trying to think of how some drums for that build up would go. My MIDI keyboard's not working. Give me 1 second. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay. Let me cook. That's basically what I need, something like that. but that one's a little off. I'll have to rearrange like a couple MIDI notes there because that is originally played at 220 BPM and our song is in 169 BPM. And yeah, just, you know, those, when you're playing fast and then you slow it down, you hear all the little nuances that are sort of off, but you don't hear them when they're at the right speed. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say like that first and second one. Let's drag that out. If I can find it. There it is. There it is. Okay, so we got that one. Now let's do the simple one. And I think also what might do us a favor is if we go into where this one's at. So we go into select containing folder, and then we go to the, okay, so that was actually just a fill for it. All right, we can bring this one out. I don't think that this is what we need. Again, this is just for like that build-up part. So let's try these out. Let's see if we can make these work. I think that this was the fast one. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's line these up a little bit better because they're just slightly too far off. You want them to be slightly off. You know what I mean? But you don't want them to be so off at this speed that they sound weird. And right now they sound weird. You want it to be a little bit more tight, a little bit more percussive. Okay, so let's listen. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we can try that out. See what it would sound like with the bass. Let's actually take all three options. Let's put it underneath. Then drag this one up. And we can see what this would sound like. So we're going to come out of this little trem picking part. There's a lot of options here. I think the best option, since this is a build-up, let's take that and make it go back. So I'm going to push this back so we have the option to play that bass a little longer. And use your imagination here, but imagine we come out of that part, the bass hits. We need a kick and the crash to hit at the end there to indicate this is a part where the drums, everything is at a halt. Then the guitars come in halfway through that. Then the drums pick up the slack at that point. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by that by just doing the part. And when I do this, okay, that's gonna be the cue. This will be the cue. That face right there, that's the cue of when I'm going to go like make some noise on the guitar in the actual thing, because it's just bass right now. Okay, so just keep your mind open a little bit, and let me cook. It will be sick. How you been, American man? I occasionally will stop in the Discord, check a few messages, whatever. Your Discord. Because I know you do your own thing too sometimes. Okay. And this might not even be the bass line, so just let's try. Okay, I'm already thinking of some ideas. We'll have like a ba 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 boom, and then kick into where everything sort of falls into place, right? I don't know if this is exactly what I want to play, but the only way, been doing good. Hell yeah, man. So we're going to record that bass on that part. Let's go ahead and just record the idea of what we have now and then try and bring the guitar in, try some things, and see what we can get, okay? I might actually grab a completely different guitar so that way I can do some dive bomb action, because I think that this is going to require, I mean, this song needs some dive bomb in it somewhere. It's just, you know, it has to. This guitar obviously is a hardtail, so I don't have that option with that guitar, but I'll grab another one with Floyd and we will be set. Good luck with the bass. All right, Metalhead. I just saw what you said, brother. If you're still here, appreciate you, man. I'll catch you, man. I gotta get to bed here pretty soon as well. As soon as I get off here, it's pack, and then I gotta get up at 4 a.m. I'm glad it's 4 a.m. I was hoping that it was not gonna be like 2 or 3. At least 4 is doable, you know, because if I get to bed at midnight, that's a solid 4. I don't actually have to drive to the job, get about an hour and a half on the ride there, so about 5.5 hours of sleep, and then I will work probably like, I don't even know, probably 10 hours tomorrow. Alright, let's get down to business. But I didn't do the one thing I'm supposed to do. Got to tune. I mean, I'm pretty sure that this bass is still in tune for the most part. Like, I would say it's passable. You could technically get away with it, but we're just going to make sure. All right, we're solid. Oh shoot, no. We actually need to add one thing right here. It'll be real quick. Promise. So check it. So coming out of that, we want a kick and a crash. It's something I always do when going into a pause, because it's what a real drummer would do. That should do. Quick little humanize, doesn't matter, and we'll hear that. Boom. You hear how it comes out right there? Rest in peace, Ozzy, dude. I know, dude. It's crazy. I don't know if you saw um, I don't know what to call it. Um, Showing some love for Ozzy and also Jake Lee. I mean, my God, the guy last year, between not even barely being able to play guitar and then getting shot 3 times and surviving, and like not even being able to play guitar anymore. I mean, it's just so fucking crazy, man. So like, yeah, the whole thing's crazy. But I did a Bark at the Moon. I played a little bit of Bark at the Moon, had some fun with it. I was almost like, there was a part of me that was like, do I learn the guitar solo for this one and do like the guitar solo bit, or do I have fun with the riff? Because Bark at the Moon, I think, is like one of, and this is just my opinion. Don't come at me, but like, I think that Bark at the Moon, that guitar riff, is one of the best guitar riffs of all time. It's up there with some of the best rock metal guitar riffs of all time. I mean, just the sheer, I mean, you can hear every part of the guitar in your head when you think of that song. You know what the guitar sounds like. And when you listen to a lot of music these days, you don't really always remember what the parts sound like when you're listening to the song. I mean, it's just the truth. Sibo, I can't see what it says. Do you use a pack for the drums? I would say it's more like, when I'm on the stream, it's more like 90%, 10%. So it would be like 90%. I'm picking through the packs, and then 10%. Um, I am the 10% is like doing penciling my own fill in, because when you're writing a song, you need to be unique. You need to have your own transitions, and you need to be able to separate it at the end of the day, especially with a unique drum line. If it's just a skank beat, but with a hi-hat added, then, you can get away with just copying and pasting it. But I like to try and build and make my own things with certain parts. But yeah, basically, short answer, yes. Long answer, kind of. All right, so let's come out of the trim picking part. Let's see what this sounds like. Then let's record the bass, and then let's grab the guitar and see what it sounds like building this up, and then we can start riffing. All right. Okay, so I think that that's going to work. Then we'll find the drums that we need to go into that with, which are going to be much simpler. I'm hoping that it works pretty good, though. I want to do a rendition of what is happening in this part of the song right here. So we come out of this and into this. So that's sort of like the rendition that I'm going off there. Anyways, let's go. Let's record that now. This is going to be like our little demo portion of the bass for this part. Because, like, it's definitely not 100% what we're going to do, but it's very close to the idea I initially had. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then grab the guitar. Okay. Something in my eye. Your production is awesome. Also, do you mind sharing what the pack is called? I feel like it's so hard to find good metal drum packs. So get creative with it. But the one I've been suggesting recently is, and it depends on what you use. You can transcribe it over, like if you have Easy Drummer 3. I won't be long on this because I want to jump in. But to make a long story short, Loud Stack Metal MIDI grooves. It's Loud Stack with 2 Ks at the end. So Loud Stack Metal MIDI grooves is Ugertone, the guy who owned Ugertone. He collided with another guy, and they have a better, more, just a better company now with Loud Stack Metal MIDI. And they do the drums, they do the MIDI, and this pack is $35 to $40 US, and you get all types of stuff. So there's fast fills, fast groove, fast intros, mid-tempo fills, mid-tempo, blah, 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 blah. It goes on. There's lots of great grooves in there. But if money isn't a huge concern, the biggest ones you want to do for metal, the biggest ones, these are my bread and butter. This is what I use every fucking time I make a song, because I think that they are the foundation of metal, which is D beats, skank beats, carpet rolls. It is the foundation of that. So Library of the Extreme from Easy Drummer, Library of the Extreme 2 specifically, has all of the grooves you need. Got those carpet rolls, the halftime carpet rolls, skank with double bass, D beats, all that, and all different tempos with all different types of stuff. It's freaking awesome, dude. It's the most important one that I have. If I didn't have it, I would spend so much time looking for stuff. So I would say if you were to buy two, if this is what you're using, thank you so much for the sub, brother. I appreciate you, man. Library of the Extreme 2 and Loud Stack Metal MIDI. Do it. Get it. It's awesome. It literally, you would spend like 40, 50, 60, probably about $55 to $60, and you would have enough beats to really get you going. I will say, though, and this is the last I'll speak of it, you need to stockpile. Every time you get paid, every dime you get, if you're serious about writing songs, which you should be, if you got the talent to make songs and write songs, get more packs. Get more packs. Library of the Extreme 2, by the way, because there's a blast beat one, a fills one, and then death and thrash grooves. Okay, so 2 is the one, and then Loud Stack Metal MIDI. And yeah, those are the ones that I highly recommend. The black metal pack is really good. It's not just a bunch of blast beats the whole time. That one's great. And if you want to mix it up a little bit, get the doom grooves, so that way you can have some heavy halftime stuff. Day Day, yo, what's up, man? Day Day coming in with the gift. Thank you for the gifts, my guy. I appreciate you, man. How you been, Day Day? This guy in here is now got me on subjects that I could talk about for days. You know, I really would love to just drop everything, you guys. Like, say, fuck this job, tell my boss, shove it, and just start a studio. Like, I would love to do it, but I am in a position in my life where, like, if I go two paychecks behind, I lose my house. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can't do that, man. I got to figure out a way to, like, balance it. And I did find some ways around it. I know a lot of people in the scene and how to get started, but even then, knowing bands and having people that want to record does not mean that you'll even get paid, because they might not pay you. So, like, dude, it's just too sketchy right now. As soon as the YouTube thing takes off more, I'll probably steer the channel more into songwriting, gear, and how-tos, basically, of how to do all the stuff. I'll just teach you guys everything I fucking know. Let's record this bass, all right? Let's get this bass recorded now, and I'll answer questions in 1 second. Thank you again, Dede. Dude, thank you. Been looking for so long. Find a solid pack or library for so long. Loudstack, metal, MIDI. Comment below what drum program you're using, though, because you might not be able to buy it and transcribe it into a folder within that MIDI, the MIDI drums that you're using. So comment which one you're using. Are you using Easy Drummer? Using Good? Let me know. No need for radical change. Takes time. For sure, man. That's why I've been doing the thing I'm doing. I had to take a look in the mirror yesterday and go, you know what? I had fun on the stream last night. It was probably the most fun I had on a stream in a little while, just because I was just so fucking ready to. I don't know. I just felt it felt good. Have some new people in here, even though YouTube only sent me like 200 people and showed my stream to like 200 people yesterday. I still met some cool people, and that's all that mattered. It felt good. Plus, once I get to 5,000 subscribers, I can get the Sweetwater affiliate link. Sweetwater will start sending me stuff, and I'll be able to produce a lot more content on the channel. So that's a good one. All right, let's go. Oops, I was a little ahead. I wasn't even following the click. Let me follow the click a little bit. All right, cool. That is a good little demo bass so far. I think also what we're going to do here, we're going to thicken up the bass a little bit. We're going to make the velocity, we're going to take the volume velocity with an envelope, turn it up, and make it louder for this part because we need it to poke through a bit. So let's press V on the keyboard. We're going to go in, create 4 dots, and it's going to make a big difference in the song. The bass will get louder, which is exactly what we need when doing something like this. We need to create basically a volume envelope. That's all we're doing, is creating a volume envelope. I want to turn it up probably like 2 dB. Nothing crazy. So where are we at? We're originally at 9, I believe. So let's go up to 7. See how much louder it got there? Cheers, bro. Love me some thrash. Dude, thanks so much, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thanks for joining in and freaking hanging out, brother. So we are getting this bass section here. I'm I'm turning this down now, and then we're going to go ahead and wait, why is it all the way there? Okay, we can go about there. Okay, let's grab the guitar. Let's try and make some funny noises and make it sound cool, okay? How you doing, Metallica? Matt Alica. Let's get our guitar tone. Anyways, I'm gonna grab the Floyd Rose guitar here in a minute. I just want to see what this will sound like, okay, you guys? Alright, so that would be a cool build-up. That'll be a super cool build-up, right? Okay, for now, let's actually get rid of the envelope. I'm going to delete the envelope and then do it the right way. I just wanted to see what that would be like. We need a pause there. Play guitar and bass myself. Nice. Wait, pause for a second. Did you say your left or right? Wait, I paused for a second. Did you say your left or right? My left or right what? Play guitar and bass myself. Dude, hell yeah, man. I play drums as well, but my drum set is at the band practice spot. And if I were to bring the drums here, this room is so small, it wouldn't happen. But if we start doing what I said earlier about potentially following the, opening up a studio and stuff like that, I will start streaming probably less, but they will be even higher quality, and I'll have a camera for drums. I'll hop on drums, record me doing drums over the song, so I'll do drums, bass, guitar, all into a song. It'll be super sick. Good kidney to sell, yeah. Especially if you want to buy one of those newer Fenders that just came out. No, actually, it's not the American 2. It might be. I think it's the Fender American 2 Strat, but they're starting to make Strats now. Fender is catching on. They're like, hey, why are metalheads wanting to play our Strats? And they're actually making guitars with Floyd Roses. The only guitar that they've actually done with that and made a bunch of models was the Contemporary. I think it was called the Contemporary or something like that. But it was a lower end guitar. Now they have higher end guitars with fucking Floyd Roses. Metal is winning. We're winning. They know that we're a bunch of dorks and that we want Floyd Roses, bro. Give me Floyd Rose. Like, if I had to pick between not having a Floyd Rose in any guitar, I can have a Floyd Rose in all my guitars, I have to have a Floyd Rose in every guitar, or have no Floyd Rose in any of my guitars, I would pick Floyd Rose in every guitar. All right, let's copy this third one. Let's create a pause. Whoa, why is that so loud? Oh, it is zeroed out. I gotta take the bass back to where it originally was, which I believe was at like negative 9.3 dB or something. Create a pause. Let's just do this. Literally just, and watch how that creates a dope effect. Check it. Wait, should we trill here? I'm confused. Hold on. I'm gonna make this a hi-hat. Sorry, you guys. I know this is probably boring for some of you guys. I'm just trying to create this to have a little bit more of a dramatic effect here. Maybe we end it with that too. Okay, so no drummer would have a kick at the end there. Yeah, it would, because that would be too awkward. Ending it with, I guess you could. You just hit the double. You could. Let's see how it sounds. And then we add our closed hi-hat right here, and then that will allow it to close the MIDI hi-hat and give us that effect. Okay, let's do it on a quarter. And I think that the bass needs to get cut off too, but I don't necessarily know if this works with it, but we'll just ghetto rig it. And then maybe for effect, to try and create some effect here, we can add this in real quick. No, because we already have that, so we don't need this. That sounds weird. Okay, hold on. Let's do it. Let's listen up from the end into the black metal part, okay? There's no bass on this part yet. Later, Sibo. Good to have you, man. Thanks for sticking around. I can't wait for the bass to be here. Okay, we gotta make that a little smoother. That was not smooth. It's a little sloppy. Dude, wait, does that random drum beat actually just work with that? There's no way. This is just a random drum beat that I dragged out here. Does this actually work with this? Hold on. Hold on, did that just work? Bro, I was trying to... Let's go. I think we might have gotten lucky. There might be something better. Yo, hold on. All right. Right out. We're going to go start this from right out of trim picking straight into bass, okay? And I know it's sloppy. We'll get that transition tight. You guys know how I am about transitions. I will talk nonstop about how fucking important a transition of a song is. It's the most important thing. Damn it, why did it stop? I just wanted to keep going. Alright, so we gotta do it. We gotta add one more thing. Damn. Okay. We're getting close to it sounding good. I think this drum beat works. I don't know if it's exactly the way I imagined it, but it sounds so cool that I almost don't give a shit. It just sounds cool. Like, I almost just want to keep it. Okay, hold on. Happy accidents. Also, that build up. I've been wanting to build it up slightly different, but anyways, we'll get to that in a second. Nah, I say we keep it heavy with the riff. Hi, Cheese. What you doing? What you doing? Alright, let's do it. idea. I got an idea. Now, we take this drum beat, similar drum beat, but then we do it with closed hi-hats, and it creates a more even, like... We might have to... By the way, you guys, it's already 9:30. I have to be up at 4 in the morning, and I still have to pack, and, like... So I might be getting off of here soon. I just want to let you guys know that. Let's go over this section. I want to play with it one more time. And then for those of you that have not even got to hear the song yet, stick around. I promise it's worth the wait. We're going to go over the song once and then come back to this part. And then I'm probably going to end up hopping off. So stick around. We don't got that much more time. If you're just joining in, check it out. Hit that subscribe button. I'm just tuning up real quick. Make sure we're good. Because we are going to record a rough track of this. And then I'm going to have to finish this probably Wednesday, sadly. Tuesday is going to be a very long day at work. So I do apologize. I'm not going to be able to finish this like the next day. But I promise you it will be worth it. This song is going to be a banger. I'm probably going to post this one on Patreon, and this will be free. So even the drums, you guys will have separate. This will be a free one on Patreon. So if you guys would like to hook up your Bluetooth speaker in your room, turn your your amp on, and jam along with the drums, I'll send these drums over in a WAV file, and I will put them in as a MIDI file. So if you want to click them over, drag them over, you'll have to move everything around. It'll only work in Reaper, but the option will be there. Anyways, let's get back to it. Let's get to ripping. Thank you, T.O. and Matt. Glad I found you. Probably hopped in late, but subbed. Nah, man. This is mainly a short stream. I started late. I had a busy day today. I'm going out of town Tuesday to Thursday, so I just had a lot of shit to do today. I planned on streaming earlier, but ended up hanging out with the fam, doing some stuff. And I gotta wake up earlier. I would just say, let's go to midnight, Eastern time, like 2 more hours, but I need the sleep, man. Work's going to be a bitch tomorrow. I mean, it's really going to be a rough day. We have a shit ton of stuff to do. I don't even want to go into it. It's going to ruin my mood if I start talking about what I have to do tomorrow. It's going to suck. It's going to be hot. It's going to be shitty, and I don't feel like talking about it. With that said, let's come out of trem picking, back into this section, go over it one more time, and then we'll start from the beginning of the song, okay? East Coast time, yes, sir. Beautiful. Dude, I'm going to add so much shit over top of this. It's going to be so good. For sure, I get up for West Coast time. Nice. So I'll probably, by the time you wake up tomorrow, I'll probably be getting to the job site. Because the whole reason we're staying out of town is because the place that we're going to is in Philadelphia. So we have like a 3.5 hour drive, to go. And luckily, I don't have to make the drive. Thank God. Like, if I had to do the drive I hate driving early in the morning. I'll just be that guy. If I have somebody with me and I can, like, talk to, sick. Listen to some music, talk about some bullshit, and it's all good. But when I'm by myself, I'm like this. Just trying to focus on the road, man. But when someone's in the car with me, I'm like, I'm good to go. I don't know why. Makes no sense. Anyways, so let's start the song. You haven't got to hear it yet. I'm gonna pretend like I'm playing along with it. So before anyone tries to say you're not even playing, dude, I know. Look, volume's just down. I'm gonna jam along with you guys. Relearn the riff. Remember, this is all written on the spot. This is not. I don't remember every single part of what we wrote so far. Remember 90% of it. But yeah, let's go. Nope, we're restarting for that guitar solo. I want to play the guitar solo, even though I'm going to make it up on the spot. There's no bass here. We gotta add bass to this last portion here. have a bunch of random shit just sitting there. This was actually going to be like something I tried to do with a riff in here, but not with these drums, obviously. I was going to do a 3/4 time signature within the song, but we just didn't end up doing it. I might save that for something else. Little things like that, man. They can make a whole song. Should we do it halftime there? I don't know. I'm just dicking around at this point. It looks like he can only read the vertical format comments. Is there horizontal comments as well? Oh, AC, my brother in Christ. I'm looking at the stream now. No. I'm so sorry. AC. I didn't realize that I wouldn't be able to watch them. Damn it. But look, I did order the computer, the desk. I'm gonna have a thing for it over here. I'm gonna buy another monitor while I'm out of town. I'm gonna get a cheap one with my nice one. I'm gonna have the whole double screen set up, looking like a total fucking loser up here, like I'm about to hack the mainframe. It's gonna be legit, and I promise this will be the last time. Well, there'll be 2 more times before this will be the last time. Okay, but I'm very sorry, AC. God damn it. Is the chat frozen? I can see Tio's messages on your screen, but not in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, AC. I feel so bad, my brother. Shit. Damn. See, you're in the horizontal stream, and I'm streaming from both. The horizontal YouTube gives you the option to do that, so that's just what I decided to do it. Maybe it would help the stream out, maybe not, but I didn't realize that I wasn't going to be able to see it from my phone there. I should have went to YouTube Studio and I would have seen everything. It's my mistake. I joined just the vertical stream on my phone, so definitely my fault, brother. Matter of fact, why don't I just go ahead and do that now? I'll go ahead and join. I'm getting ready to hop off here, but if you want to stay in the horizontal, That's fine. If you like the way that that looks better, completely fine. Let me go to YouTube Studio, and it should let me I don't think it does. I think it will only let me do that on desktop, which yeah, I don't think I damn, that sucks. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I can't. It's not going to let me do it. All right. Thank God I'm alive. That's my bad. I wonder how many people have commented on the horizontal. Wait, there's 4 people watching on the horizontal right now? You guys, I'm so sorry. Wait, if I go to horizontal, I'm watching you on YouTube and Twitch. Bro, I missed that. I couldn't even see that. What's up, bro? Colt new. Dude, this guy was so cool. Man, I missed everybody. I'm so sorry. I wonder if I can see both from in this one, though. I wonder. Wait. Yo, Tio, do me a favor. No, I don't think it's actually gonna work. It's not gonna work. Fuck, man. I don't. Looks like I won't be doing it this way until I get the second monitor set up with the computer. So I have like the desk, the place to put it. I just need a monitor. Damn, that sucks. So if you are on horizontal and you want to be seen a lot quicker, go to vertical. I'll be watching on vertical. My bad. Shit. All right. Going back to horizontal now. I think I might be able to keep both up. Is that possible? No, YouTube won't even let me click on the other. Won't even let me click on the other one, dude. What the fuck is happening right now? I gotta close out of YouTube. I think I broke YouTube. I think I fucking broke YouTube, bro. Wanted you to have long screen view. Okay. Damn. Huh. You know, I feel like if they're gonna give you the option to have both, I personally feel like they should say, hey, you like give you the viewer the option. Like, hey, this guy has it in vertical or you can watch it in horizontal and it's all one thing. Why would they not do that? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess they I don't know. I guess I can see why it wouldn't, but the comments should still come through. Yeah, dude, I totally broke YouTube. Damn. Damn. Holy shit, it's almost 10 o'clock. My forehead hurts from the sunburn. Ugh. Alright. Let's save what we have. Now let's get a solid take. Let's go through the guitar solo section, because I don't have enough time to really start double tracking stuff, but I do have enough time to just sort of wank and check out some comments. If you're in the horizontal view, definitely try and come to the dark side. I guess I can just go back and forth. I can see now. Okay. Let's shred a little bit. A little bit of shred-eye night, as Uncle Ben says. And I like this one because I'm number 3 in the chat. I believe that it does that if you are contributing the most. So basically, it means like you're the third most, conversation starter or whatever. Hi, Carl. I'm not letting you outside. It's dark out. You're not going out. Lorna Shore. All right. All right, you guys. If we've got anybody new in here, I'm getting ready to get off of here very soon. When you want to sing or like Lorna Shore, give me a call. What's your number? Carl, what are you doing? What the fuck? Yo, just spam a bunch of things, bro. Yeah, I don't know how it works, bro. Trying to replace my head. Yeah, we need that bass there when that kicks back in. Before we get off, let's add that bass. Let's put that bass there. Let's put that bass there. A link won't send, brother. Also, we're not playing any copyright music on the channel. Unless it's like a video I plan on deleting or something. Because YouTube has destroyed my viewership because of playing music on the streams. I used to get thousands and thousands of people that would join in throughout the stream, and it just doesn't happen anymore because of playing music, copyrighted music on the stream. So I just don't do it anymore. Anyways, we're grabbing the bass. How many streams have I been working on this song? So originally I started this one. This one has gone on a lot longer than I wanted it to, and that's because the streams have not been as long as I've been able to. So I think that this is the 4th one, and this should be the 3rd one. Like the 3rd and the 4th one should be one, but because it was the 2nd one was so short, I think it was the 2nd one, I didn't get much done, and it was mainly a hey, what's up, guys? You know, I'm back. Let's hang, type of thing. So, you know, you might get gifted that. You know, honestly, it's tempting, brother. But to be honest, it's not worth it for me. You know, the gift would be cool, but like my channel starting to rise up, back up to where it was, is more important to me than money. You know, just getting the music out to the people is more important to me than like a couple dollars. But if you suggest a song, I will most definitely um if you suggest a song, I will most definitely put it in my Spotify. Anytime somebody has a recommendation, I put it in my Spotify when I'm at work, whatever. I turn it on and I listen to it. Tio actually turned me on to some Hispanic bands that are pretty cool. Who we got here? V Fat Cat. Thanks for the sub, my brother. In your 40s now? Hell yeah, dude. Have you been in have you been in any good metal bands or rock bands, punk bands, anything like that? Shoot me some of your old bands, man. I'll check it out. Like I said, I don't want to do any copyrighted stuff on the stream though, but I'll definitely check out your stuff off stream, and then next stream I'll let you know what I think, or if it's just a regular band. Okay, so real quick, just to catch you guys up. Who was that? Cozy Cars. Sup, Cody? Is Gape? Oh, okay. You're on another one. It took me a minute to realize what you were saying. What's up, dude? Brady, what's up, man? Everybody say what's up to Brady. Brady, uh, someone I work with. He's he's working with us for a little bit. Can't wait for 4 a.m. Yeah, I know, dude. I personally I can wait. I'm getting ready to record this little bass section here, and then I gotta pack all this shit up just to stream for one day for you guys, which should finish this off, because my God, this is taken. It's taken too long, and I'm glad it has, because to be quite honest, this is a banger. So I can't be disappointed with that. All right, so coming out of this, we're going right back in. Let's listen. Let's check it. All right, so that's what we have to get. We got to get that, and then we have to get that whole black metal section, the trim picking part. We have to get this. So we got to get bass from here to here, okay, you guys? So let's go ahead, and we're going to throw this down here for a sec, and we're going to go ahead and work on that right now. So let's go ahead and start recording. Let's see what we need to record. Okay, so we're just going to do the... Yep, that's it. And then it just comes straight in. Let's go. All right, now let's get the whole part. Wanted to get that pause separate to, you know, keep it tight. Tight like the bussy. To the guy, to the guy who invented zeros, thanks for nothing. I know, I love when my bank account says zeros, man. I'm listening to your stuff right now. When you get a chance, give my song I never finished a listen. Come from the people. Make Corn and Deftones. We'll send you a video from my channel that I never finished. Do the thing you do. So does Matthew. Alright, so what you can do is click my name above and then hit more and go to Discord. I know you said you're in your 40s, but if you have Discord or Instagram, you can look me up on that, or even TikTok. Look me up there. The links are in my description, and you can send me the song through there. If it's not posted anywhere, then I can listen to it like that. All right. Oxgardo, do battery necromancy. That would be sick, but we're not doing any covers. Gotta keep it tight. Don't want that thing flapping around. Yeah, brother. Like 2 pieces of fucking lunch meat just... Alright, let's get it. What the Sigma? What the Sigma? Dude, I want to learn the Seinfeld bass thing. Is my best friend here? Yo, you're funny, dude. Alright. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Hold on. We don't have to record this, bro. We can just say, fuck you, and hold on. Oh, I forgot we already did it, dude. Check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. All we have to do is copy this and bring it over. This will work for now. There's gonna be some things I do with this song where I re-record. The guitars in the beginning are slightly sloppy, and it is thrash, whatever, but as far as everything else goes, it just doesn't quite match. There's a couple little slip-ups. I'm gonna fix that later on, but as far as this goes, I can just copy and paste that bass over because it is the same exact riff, or it's the second verse. Okay. Okay, so we gotta get that. Bap, bap, bap. Okay, so let's record that, which is... Alright, let's go. Nice. Alright, so now let's take this back and let's record the black metal part. Let's practice it one time before we record. Let's go. Alright, I can nail that. Can nail that in one take. Like a dive bar hooker. What do you want? I mean, that's about as good as it's gonna get for one take right there. I mean, thanks, Fat Cat. Appreciate it, man. This is like, I don't know if you know the rules and stipulations with the live stream, but like we literally just like we write it all on the spot. Occasionally, oh yeah, AC. I'm coming to check on you. I don't know if you're still on the horizontal view. Um, I'm checking the horizontal. I'm going back to vertical. Oh my god. I'm a genius. All right. But basically, we're writing this all live on the spot. You know, everything is sort of like whatever we come up with, we start there. We did start doing the wheel again, and we ended up with new metal, and we started doing the new metal song, and then I had an off day, and then work was crazy, back and forth down the road, staying for one night, coming back home, then out again another for a whole other night, and it was just like a whole mess. And I just was not able to get into the song, and occasionally that happens. I mean, none of this is planned, so like not every song we do ends up working out. Like we might start it and then it just doesn't work. So it's only ever happened like 4 times though. That was like the 4th time, and we've made a lot of songs. So like, you know, I would say that my hit rate is pretty good considering. With that said, it's 10 o'clock. This is when I was going to get off. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to jam the song. Let's go ahead and jam the song. I'm going to switch off the bass. We got the bass recorded. I have it all the way up to this part. We still need to record the solo. We'll do that on the next stream. We'll get some of the drums fixed up. We'll mix the drums, get the fills that we want, maybe some pauses here, maybe some effects here, and then towards the end of that stream, when we finish this, we'll start working towards some riffs, another song, hang out, chill a little bit. That should be in the hotel room. So for now, let's go ahead. Let's check out what we've created, and I'm going to grab the guitar and get us to that next section at the end where we don't have the real guitar recorded yet. So let's go. Here we go. And that. why that drum was there at the end. But we're piecing it all together. We're slowly getting there. Very happy. Fat Cat, thank you. AC, thank you. Tio, thank you. Matt, thank you. Good bass. Dude, if you want a great bass tone, man, I swear, you can get a very similar bass tone like this. I mean, obviously, you would need like a cabinet and some type of power amp or a bass combo, but literally a dark glass pedal is what this plugin basically based off of. But the plugin that I'm using for the bass is Neural DSP's Parallax. I haven't upgraded it to the Parallax X for free yet, for multitude of reasons, but anyways, yeah, the Neural DSP Parallax is pretty sick, honestly. Yeah, so let's do a quick recap before I hop off here. So when we hit the next stream, potentially something could happen Tuesday, but I'm going to just go ahead and say Wednesday is the day. Tomorrow I leave. It's going to be a long fucking day. I'm probably not going to want to stream. We got to come up with something for this transition right here, coming out from the beginning. We also have to make sure that we get our guitar solo. We'll be working on that. And the end of the song just sort of ends abruptly. It's very unfinished. The drums are all the same as of now. So we need to work on that. Those are our three big things that we need to work on. And besides that is adding some extra drum fills in there, making it, slightly different than the others. Just testing little things. I'm going to add some bass drops in there, some sub drops, and just minor effects, I'm almost thinking, because I named this song, and Fat Cat, you might like this one. I named this song Ghost of an Entity. And I want this to have like a spooky effect to it, a whole sort of overtone. So I kind of want to start the song off kind of spooky somehow. Maybe I'll find like a clip or something and slow it down or speed it up a little bit so I don't get copyrighted when I play it on stream. But maybe in the meantime, I'll try and find something like a spooky clip from an old movie that would sound cool before we kick into this. Like, imagine something spooky happening, and then it just kicks in. Tell me that wouldn't be sick. But yeah, so it's just like those few things. Hey. Relax. The cats are fighting. I sent an empty comment. How'd you do that? Hold on. I know how you did it. Wait, how'd you do that? Tio, are you a witch? Burn the Witch. Wait, is that a band? I wonder if Burn the Witch is a band. I bet you it is. It's a song by Radiohead, and it's an artist. I know Burn the Priest is, very early Lamb of God. Burn the Witch, they have 40 monthly listeners. What type of music are they? Where's their bio? No. Don't actually play the song. No, stop. And will it show up? It doesn't even tell you. They don't even give you anything. That's why we have 48 listeners. Hey, stop it. Is there any questions, any concerns before I hop off of here? Do we have any questions, any concerns before I hop off of here? Wait, what happened? Try and learn from who? If he lives down the street from you. Wait, who is... Why don't I know who that is off the bat? I might lag a little bit. Jazz pianist and band leader. This guy gives me some weird vibes, bro. In the nicest way possible. I don't know why. But that guy gives me some weird vibes. Like his eyes. He heard my video. My girlfriend went to school with him. Who? Name of God. It's funny. I mean that guy up. Shows we get kicked out of. Through the band. Nice. Dude, I've actually had a similar situation happen with that. Dude, I've had similar stuff happen like that before. Or like where like some pit beef happens and then for some reason I'm not the local in the area I'm in, so I'm the one who gets kicked out, and then I end up talking to the guys, and we just shook hands, and I walked back in, and everything was good. But this one show, man, this one guy, this was in Pennsylvania, and it was a bunch of New Jersey guys, and the one guy, he kept fucking targeting me for some reason when he was crowd killing, and after the third time he fucking did it, I grabbed him by his shirt, I threw him to the ground, and fucking started wailing until two other people came over to me. This one little scrawny kid with glasses, get off my friend! He came at me. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. And then the band's like, get him the fuck out of here. And then I have to walk around and then go back into the hallway. And then I hear two guys come out the door. He's like, bro, what happened? And he's like, oh no, some guy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, it was me. And then we started talking. And I was like, bro, whatever, felt targeted, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm fine. Like, I'm good. If you are, we shook hands. I went back in, and we had a good time. And I talked to the band afterwards. And I was like, man, I'm sorry you guys didn't mean to have you guys stop playing and shit and blah, blah, blah. And everything was good. Since 8th grade. Yeah, if he is 91 years old and you're in your 40s, how old is your girlfriend? And are you sure you're not talking about your grandma? Are we sure you're not talking about your grandma? We snore. Yo, straight up. This dude. Oh, how old is this guy again? Dave. I'm just going to call him Cuisine. Dave Cuisine. Yo, in this video right here, and you guys see this one right here, you see where my mouse is? Bro, he's 91. Yes, AC is 100% correct. Who? Bro, how? How did your girlfriend go to school with this guy? 91? Holy shit. He was in movies? But he was a composer. Or his music was in movies. He wasn't in all these damn movies. Is that fucking Brad Pitt? Or, Crazy Man? Fuck, what's his name? That guy? Tom Cruise. No way. He must have played some piano in there. Now, this is a guy I'd play some music with. Oh, Harvey Mason, look at this guy. 78 years old, still slamming them drums like a motherfucker. He's just got a smile on him. Oh shit, I think I'm lagging. Sorry. Elite Kid, what's up? Starlet, what's up? So you're 20, dating an 80-year-old. No, he said he was 40. He said he was in his 40s. But he could be full of it. Fat cat, are you full of it? Bro, what if he said he's in his 40s? His girlfriend knew him since 8th grade. So actually, he's like this guy is actually Dave Cuisine. Cruisin', whatever the fuck his name is. Dave Cruz. Dude, this sunburn on my forehead hurts. Look, you guys can see it super bad now. Look at this. Dude, this fucking sunburn hurts, bro. Earlier said you were in your 40s, and now you said your girlfriend is 80 years older than you. What the fuck is going on? I think he's drunk and he meant to say grandma. His grandma was banging Dave Cuisine. Kids Cuisine. Yo, this dude's crazy. Elite Kid, what's up, man? Elite Kid saw what the fuck was going on and he said, I'm out of here, bro. He said, I'm fucking gone with the wind. Come trues. Calm trues. Yeah. Bro, my head hurts. This sunburn sucks. Alright, you guys. We're running overtime. And your boy has got to get off of here, man. So, look, I gotta go pack my bags and shit. I'm not looking forward to this. I don't even know if I have clean work pants. So, I gotta go figure that out. With that said, you guys, man, keep me in your prayers, because this is gonna be a shitty week. A good shitty week, but a shitty week nonetheless. So, with that said, man, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for sticking around. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will check you guys later. Peace.